What do you mean I'm gonna be the president?
What'd you say, Daddy?
He's playing the racing game while Bush is driving the race car back.
Just like Dale!
You boys don't seem very excited this morning. Let's put a little more in there.
How I got my friend back on track by sending him bikini nudes.
This is it, boys. Buckle up.
Like, I'm like busting on myself, and you guys are busting on me, and we're all busting on each other.
Welcome to Man vs. Morning, everybody.
Get out!
Go!
I thought we were gonna be insightful and then bash on each other. We just had.
No.
We're just coming out of the gate at me right out of the gate.
It's Man vs. Tackett. That's the name of the
I've
show.
been like clicking back to these shows, like us, like I'm like busting on myself, and you guys are busting on me, and we're all busting on each other.
We're busting on each other.
Welcome to
heard
Man
it the
vs.
first time
Morning,
I said
everybody,
bust.
where three dudes sit on a couch and bust on each other.
TikTok cringe, here we come.
Closeted homosexuals.
I'm not closeted about shit.
So I've been thinking about releasing, I think I've told you this before, I've been thinking about releasing all of the clips that I pull for the sizzle reel.
Yeah.
Just as like the best
That's a
of
good idea.
the
We
episode
should
on
do
the
that.
Clips channel, which nobody, 19 subscribers, everybody.
Yeah, hey, the Clips channel's starting to take
That's
off.
fun. We should do that.
Yeah.
We should also release those as just reels and you know.
Just a hypercut. What are those called? Hypercuts? Or
Sure, I don't know.
You can extend them a little bit to give context, but that's a good idea.
It's almost fun to leave no context.
I mean, when you pull all the clips together, you've got something that's like 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Like,
There's just last episode was with Adam, and there's just this perfect cut, and there's Tackett right here just stroking Adam's hair, going, "Yeah, Reddit thinks we're closeted homosexuals," and Adam's just sitting there.
that scissor
Taking
reel
it.
was hard.
That was a
There
hard
was just
one.
a million like 2-second funny moments from it, trying to give it that little bit of like storyline.
From the
like,
last episode?
Yeah.
No, you did a good job with it.
Thank you,
It was
Tackett.
really funny.
Tackett helped tremendously on that. I was
Nice.
looking at it, and I just went, "Hey, dude, can you do something with this, please?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll do
That's
something."
the worst, man. When you were like editing on something or working on something, and you just like, hit this weird wall where it's like I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Like I see all of the Legos, and I
Editor's
don't
block.
see what they are. And
Yeah.
you're just like, ugh.
Well, wow, are we glad you're here? Welcome to Man vs. Morning. I'm Jake Watson, and today I'm joined by my astute co-host. Astute. Nolan the Sandalorian, Tackett the Tactician. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm very excited for this episode. We've done a lot of guests lately, and now it's a chance for us to kick back, get sentimental, open ourselves up to the world, and well, be eaten alive by each other.
Yeah. Nancy is gone. Nancy has a hat on.
Nancy.
That's what the comment section started calling me.
Yeah, they went.
Oh,
Somebody was like, "Oh no, Nancy's back!"
I thought they were mad at me about not wearing a hat.
Not until
Way
they saw
madder
me
at
without a
Nolan.
hat.
And everyone decided he doesn't have any eyebrows.
I don't.
Like, he either needs to have eyebrows or a hat, but he can't not have either.
can't have both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have eyebrows, but I can kick your head.
I love all the
can.
comments too about like we need to fix like the hats giving us black eyes. Like, how do
Black
you know I don't
guys?
just have a
I mean,
black
we put
eye?
a light right there to try to. We called the light the hat defeater to try to defeat it, but evidently it's still an issue.
You can never
okay.
defeat a hat.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't really want to turn it up anymore either because it's pretty bright.
It's already
from
bright
right
as
here.
is. I can't see anything. I'm blind, actually.
That's why I don't wear a hat because
Hi, everyone.
I tried not wearing a hat after the comments about us looking like we had black eyes, and everyone got mad at me about it.
Listen, you can't give in to the mob, okay?
yeah,
When you give in to the mob,
do it. Don't do it.
they'll ruin your life.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You're ruining my life.
Wes said he's gonna bring some more Verdell hats when he comes out for the episode.
Oh, fantastic.
So,
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
Verdell
excited
for
about that.
Texas,
They need some swap outs.
Oh, and if you guys aren't subscribed and you've been watching more than one episode of this show, consider subscribing.
Do it.
It really helps the channel, and
I love
it helps
you.
us help you watch more of it. So
That's true. That's
so it's a great thing to do if you're not already, and we greatly appreciate it. We just passed 12,000 subscribers. That's fucking wild.
By the
For
time,
how long we've been out, it feels good.
It feels
good.
great.
By the time this episode comes out, we'll be past 13.
Yeah,
Hopefully, God
or
willing.
14. We close to 1,000 a week.
Our channel just completely flatlined.
Yeah, everyone's
again,
like, wow,
just-
look at these douchebags.
No, just a huge thank you.
Unsubscribe.
Just a huge thank you to everybody for supporting, and we hope you enjoy the laughs.
We genuinely love you.
Yes. That was so gay what we just did there.
No, it was
liked it.
romantic.
We're just gonna move straight through this.
You guys should have done it.
All right, what's
Straight
the first?
through that.
What's the first thing of the day?
Dude,
Let's go.
How did the kids do the heart thing now?
Sunset heart hands.
I don't think it's. Is it that?
Is
it what you
do
guys
they
did?
do
It's
that?
some weird thing. My kid does like a weird.
No, she's just throwing up gang signs because
Yeah,
she's hanging out with hoodlums.
All right.
My
Anyways.
kid's in the news.
What? What?
Yeah.
What
Yeah, that's
happened?
true.
Yeah, so.
In a good way?
Yeah, no, in a good
Yeah.
way.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
Excellent.
beat up a criminal right out of the gate,
Dude.
4 months out, and was like,
Started throwing hands.
Teaching them young.
yeah.
No, we had Brandon's little thing last night,
Yeah.
and he's front page, front and center.
Really?
Brandon's holding him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's super cute.
Oh, he's an adorable baby.
Brandon
with
kissing
Brandon's-
babies.
He's shaking
He's got
babies.
Brandon's
Pressing the
in him.
flesh, as they say.
We walked up, me and my wife, and I said, "Here, shake my baby and kiss my wife." And the camera was on. He's like, "And there's my first scandal." I said, "We can make more if you want."
Is he supposed to kiss your baby and shake your wife?
Both are bad.
They're
Supposed
bad.
to kiss your wife.
Supposed to shake my hand and
Anyways.
kiss my baby?
Anyways, let's go.
I don't really want
let's
you
go.
kissing
What's
my
the first
baby, though.
topic?
Dude, so the first topic I want to talk about is consistency. Dude, staying consistent is one of the hardest things I've ever encountered in life.
Yeah.
I've recently been doing this thing where I wake up at 5:45 in the morning.
Whew.
I go take my dogs for a run.
Do you take a picture of your watch and share it on the internet?
And then I say the aftermath.
You sprinkle some water on the floor.
Yeah, I just pee on
Make
the
sure
ground.
it's black
I say
and white
the
so no one
aftermath.
can
Just
tell
a
the-
dirty diaper and Nolan's watch. The aftermath.
It's my diaper. It's
little-
a giant adult
A little
Depends.
stream of baby pee in the background that he hasn't noticed
That's
yet.
hilarious. It's like going this.
How often do you like get him in a new diaper and he just like looks at you and pees?
Never.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I
I
took
know
care
how
of a
to
bunch of
time
my
them.
little cousins when they were little, and like you'd be changing a diaper. It was like every time.
I've
They
never
would
been.
like giggle and piss in you.
It'll
Like,
happen.
I've
Don't
never
worry.
been pissed on.
So annoying.
It will happen
It'll
once he gets older and he starts getting a little bit more mischievous. He's
Yeah.
gonna be like, I'm gonna pee on him.
They get mischievous quick as dude.
You've seen his eyes.
Yeah, like super quick.
Yeah.
Like
But so taking the dogs for a run, and then I'm trying to do like a little like Twitch stream. I'll do like a work Twitch stream. So I'll edit the Man versus Morning show.
Yeah.
On stream, they don't get the audio. They just get
Right.
me like editing.
Thank God.
Yeah.
don't give anything away
All the cut material.
and stay out of the wardrobe.
Not the goddamn paterfamilias.
That's such a good movie. I hope we do that like show where we watch movies with the audience because that we have to do that one.
Yeah.
That is like one of my all-time favorite movies.
We're just borderline that point of like stealing content.
Yes.
You can't talk to my fiance like that. Well, you can't marry my wife.
It's when he gets hit. The way the camera like it shows the throw and then just hard cuts to George Clooney and he's just like and his hair like is messed up all of a sudden. Like
My hair.
so good.
Anyways,
Anyways.
you were running this morning.
Yeah.
5:45.
Yeah, well, no. So no, I didn't run this morning.
Oh.
That's why we're talking about
Oh,
consistency.
dude.
Do a little edit, and then I spend a little family time, and then I come here and work out with you guys. But
Yeah.
just that staying consistent and staying on top of your shit and motivating yourself to do it is so difficult because like
Yeah.
you're your own worst enemy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
100%. You
yeah.
got to find the means. You know, I take these little nicotine pouches, and I took a few too many last night.
I thought you were gonna say I take too many naps.
No, and I woke up with a splitting headache, and you know, there was no one to blame but me. And last week wasn't great for me working out. We were pretty busy. Some things got in the way. There was some stuff with the kids' school, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever, right? But the point was, it was like a week almost went by, and I hadn't
It
exercised.
was like no exercise. Yeah.
And then you start to, when you establish a good habit, when you get away from the good habit, that's when you start to feel the need for the good habit.
yeah.
Right? So that's a positive thing that comes out of it. But I was starting to feel that lethargic, you know, kind of just
Sloggy
low
in the
energy.
morning.
Yeah. And that's when, you know, that's whenever that happens, I know, oh, it's been 5 days since I've actually had a good freaking sweat and actually worked out. And that's a big part of it. It's a big part of it.
The worst is when you break that consistency and you let yourself get lazy. Getting back into it is
Yeah.
so much harder because you know how much you've fallen off and you know how hard getting it back is gonna be.
How far down that ladder you've gone.
Like when I threw my back out and then I quit my fire department job and I didn't have access to a gym and it was like literally 2+ years that I didn't work out at all, and the stress withered me to 135 pounds or whatever.
He was
like
like a skeleton man.
You're gonna blow away in the wind.
It was bad, dude. When I moved out to California, it was bad. I spent every evening and on my weekends just riding this like $400 mountain bike that I bought off of Facebook Marketplace.
Tackett
just
was
trying
the Hunchback
to
of Notre Dame.
Yeah, just literally
was,
trying to like move my body again. I had let myself get to a point that I wasn't just like out of shape. I was like sick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and there's always the tendency or the habit of saying, oh, well, I haven't done anything like this in a month, so I'm going to immediately go back into the thing that's hard. It's no, don't do that.
Yeah.
Start, give yourself a warm-up day or two.
Yes, take one step at a time.
Yeah.
Just like, heroin addicts, you can't jump in full load.
Yeah, you might die.
Yeah, a little taste.
You might die.
See how it goes.
Yeah. You ease yourself in.
Yeah.
You don't stream for 7 days in a row and then never come back on.
And then never touch it again. I know. I have such a problem with that. I am going to start hitting the driving range at least like a couple of times a week before work. It's
You
too
have been
easy.
doing that, and I'm
But
proud
if
of you.
I was like going to go, like, because I told you, I was like, I'm going to go every day before work. Like,
And then
no,
you
I'm not.
immediately pulled your shoulder.
Yeah, I immediately threw something from my ass to my shoulder out and was like, oh.
Where do you think that comes from in your life? This sort
The
of
all or nothing perspective?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably the military. If it's worth doing, full commit and don't care about the consequences. Like, there's some.
Just send it.
Just send it. You don't have time to worry about whether or not this is a good or bad decision. You're gonna make.
When
one
I'm
later.
up there,
Yeah.
I don't have time to think.
No.
If you think, you're dead.
Yeah, and if you're
Pretty
like,
much, that's
if
how
you're
Tackett
unsure
lives.
about it and you don't full commit to whatever that plan is, then it's not just I'm dead. It's like I'm responsible for people around me, because the worst decision to make in a stressful environment is like to be unsure or to go back and forth on something, to drag your, like the worst decision is no decision.
Yes.
You have to just commit to something, and that's what you're doing now. And
So,
we're not looking backwards.
Where along the line have you attempted, or did you establish a habit of personal reflection?
This is a thing that I'm struggling with in my life. It's finding like a harmonic between like
What?
Just, damn, dude.
yeah. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. Like
Well, yeah. I mean, whenever you start anything, you're not going to be good at it.
yeah. But I'm slowly finding the balance to be able to like commit myself into things and start learning something new and getting involved in something where it's not like I take everything else that I'm doing and set it over here. I'm fully on that, because it's like working out.
Yeah.
You just burn yourself out and then you don't want to do it anymore and you don't accomplish anything. You just like the biggest thing that I learned in my life was playing with my pistol in the gun shop. I spent like a year and a half where I shot 50 rounds every day.
Oh, I thought that was a different.
And I would like
ago.
dry fire for like an hour. And the idea is like 20 minutes a day for a year, you're better than 90% of the people on the planet.
You're in the top 10%.
I could barely, at 10 yards, 7 yards, I could barely keep rounds on like an IPSC target. After a year, I was when I got out to California, we were shooting 1.5, 1.7 bill drills, stacking shit in,
Really?
you know, dollar size groupings.
With a handgun?
Yes,
Oh.
like in a year of just being dedicated to it, but not overdoing it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit every day.
Right. Yeah. And there's exceptions to that. Some people work better on the, no, I'm just going to make this every day part of my routine. I don't really function that way. I'm more about, okay, on average, is this happening?
Yeah, am I trending up?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to be better
There's
about.
a super good book. You'd probably like it. It's called Atomic Habits.
Okay.
And this guy, what he does is, it's super good for me too, but it's not about the immediate like giant improvements. It's about 1% a day.
Yeah.
Because if you're improving 1% a day,
That's a ton.
you're at 365% by the end of the year.
Yeah, that's an ambitious strategy,
Right.
I think.
But it's the idea of putting it down to such a low number,
Yeah.
right?
It's the
1%. When you say
perspective you've gotta
1% to
have.
somebody, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
I could get 1% better.
But it's you get someone that's like kind of big and they've kind of their whole life they've been kind of out of shape. You used to get them into the military all the time, and you're like they're looking at this world where everyone's kind of like you're all young dudes that are fairly chiseled up, and like they are immediately like the distance between me and you, I'll never get there, and it's sitting them down and being like it's not about looking like me or like him or whatever. It's making yourself just a little bit better every day.
Well, yes.
Every time we leave PT, you should be just a little better.
Yes,
Like,
comparison is the thief of joy.
Yeah.
And that's
true.
absolutely true. The only thing you need to compare yourself to is who you were yesterday.
because
Thank
life is
you.
a lonely
See?
game.
Yeah.
It's a lonely
I don't think so.
game.
When I said life is a lonely game, I got a bunch of people in the comments that were like agreed with me and also like disagreed with me. But I think it is. I don't think it's a sad thing. I just think that like it's all ultimately
Well,
up to you.
Well, then the question is, define what you mean by life is a lonely game.
No
What
one
do you
else
mean
is,
by lonely?
No one else is capable of making you happy. No one else is capable of making you successful. Anything that you
I
want to
don't know
be,
about that. My wife has made me happy plenty of times.
You want
That's fine.
you want
could-
happy massage?
Yeah, you
You
can
want cream on
still
some young guy?
you could still be depressed while you get a
Cream on
blowjob.
some young guy.
I'm saying if you live your life expecting to like roll over some financial hump or meet the right person, like there's this thing that's gonna happen that's gonna give you this happy feeling you've always looked for. Like you'll never get it.
Well,
You'll
no, you should never search outwardly for your.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by life is a lonely game. You come into
The
it
smaller
naked
man
and
seeks in
alone.
others what the greater man seeks within.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
knew you were just Confucius? Who knew?
How did you know that was Confucius?
Because I know Confucius.
Confucius say.
Confucius says.
It's probably the most misquoted human being that ever lived.
Well, he lived a long time ago.
Him and Jesus.
Him and old JC.
Yo, JC, what up?
Some misquotes from the Bible that I hear all the time now.
I have a huge problem, like how you jump full bore into things. I have a huge problem when I'm getting into things.
Yeah.
I go, okay, now I have to buy the best equipment, because if I
Oh,
don't
no, I
buy
do
the
that too.
best equipment, I
that
won't
too.
be committed.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm gonna get to
I
this
had a
point.
real problem with that. And you know what tempered it? Money. Like as in you spend all this money and you go, I didn't need to spend all that.
Yeah, why did I spend that?
And then you do that enough times and you go, you know what? I'm just gonna approach this nice and easy. I'll give you an example. Okay? When I was a younger man, I did that all the time. Most recently, I had this issue. I have a deer feeder on my property. Okay? The deer feeder broke.
Oh no.
So I went down there to investigate why it was broken. Well, turns out that there was something about the timer, which sends the thing spinning, which sends the corn out, or the battery. And then when I went to replace those, I realized that the little thing that spins around the top had been rusted solid.
Right.
So I didn't know which part it was. And I went to the like ag feed store where they have the parts for that. And I thought, okay, I got to replace the motor, I'll just buy all the parts. And I looked at the parts kit and it was $120 or whatever, which, you know, for what it is, that's a pretty reasonable price, I suppose. But
Yeah, it's not too bad.
The point was I stopped myself and I said, okay, but do I actually know what part is broken?
Oh, but you're at the feed store and you're like, well, I don't want to go home.
And the answer, right, and I want to fix it because I want to fatten up these whitetails
Hell
so I
yeah.
can get some whitetail backstraps. But I said, no, I don't know what part is broken. So I'm just going to start with the motor. It was $10. And so I bought the motor and I brought it home. And then when I had some time, I put it in. And then that's when I realized that the little spinner thing was rusted shut to the old motor. So then I had to break it apart to get it off. And so, okay, well now I need a new spinny thing. Well, that was $5, right?
$15 down.
Yeah, and then I go, okay, well there's only 2 more parts left. It's either the battery or it's the timer. And then my instinct again was to go, just go buy a new battery and buy a new timer. No. Well, I was working on it and then I was in my garage and I realized, a year ago, Jake from a year ago already bought a new battery because I foresaw this battery that I currently had going out. And I found the battery in my garage and there it was. And I saved myself $15 because I already had the battery. So now I've got it down to just the timer and that's another $10. But if I would have bought the whole parts kit with all the extra stuff that you don't need, it would have been $100 and whatever. So I actually, even though I ended up replacing all the parts, it ended up being only half the cost.
Yeah, it was only like $50.
And all it took was time and patience for me to be diligent about it and restrict the urge to just go, just buy it all now.
God, I do that so much.
I know.
Just it, put it in the cart. We're just gonna
But
get
it's
it.
so much more satisfying when you take the time and then you fix it and you did it for the least amount of money possible.
It is.
Because it's a hobby for me, right? When you're talking about stuff for work
Even
or
whitetail is
whatever.
a hobby?
Yeah, there's a no-fail
There's a
policy
no-fail
that comes into
policy,
effect.
and I get it. You gotta spend what you gotta do because you need, time is money. But when it comes to a hobby, whether it's, martial arts or bow and arrow or whatever it might be, taking that extra time and then you'll learn things along the way. Crazy things you never thought you were going to learn. You'll learn them right then and there.
The big thing for me is like
It's true. It happened to me. I'm a testament.
Me, right here.
I feel like more like secure in who I am now.
Yeah.
And that's made a big difference. Like just simple when we were looking at getting, like we're all decided we're gonna start boxing together and stuff, and like so I needed gloves.
Oh, dude, I was super proud of you.
But the first ones I looked at were like, well, if I'm doing this,
200
dude,
bucks.
I don't want to
$250.
walk in the boxing gym and people be like, "Would you get this from Walmart?" You know what I mean? Like, well, who
cares?
But like,
Yeah.
what did I buy? They were $30 or something
Yeah.
on Amazon. They're great. I like them a lot. They
Right.
look good. Nobody knows. I don't need to buy $250.
And then once you wear them out, you'll know a lot more about what you want in
Exactly.
a glove, and you'll have that mental
Exactly.
experience and that physical experience, and then you can apply your money more precisely, which gives you better value.
Yeah. I just realized like the reason that I was doing that was because I was insecure. I felt embarrassed to start a new thing, so I was like trying to cover that by having the best stuff, and that makes you look even more.
That
like
makes
an
you look
asshole.
even, yeah.
Like
yeah.
when you come out on the ski slope and you've got all the stuff and you can't stand
It's like
up.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, you just look like a.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
You go out to the gun range shooting a long range
Yes.
precision rifle that costs you $15,000 and
Can't
you can't
zero
sight
it at 50 yards,
Dude.
Yeah.
I like the toys, okay?
I'll
seen
give
a
you
lot
an
of it.
example, and this was only a year ago because Jake's still making these mistakes. I went
God,
out.
aren't we all?
I said, okay, I've got my 5.56. I've got my like my little tools for applied application, whatever, but I don't have sort of a larger long distance round. So, you're between 308, 6.5 Creedmoor, whatever. I ended up with the 6.5 Creedmoor. I got the nice optic on it. It was this big package.
Because if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get
beautiful.
it.
It's a beautiful
Yeah.
weapon. And then we went pig hunting. It was my first time going pig hunting. We went to the range to sight in the rifle. And I'm sitting there futzing around with this thing. I probably went through 60 rounds, like trying to sight it in because I
Close to
didn't.
$1 a
You didn't
round.
know how any of
And
it
then
worked.
I found
like,
this
yeah.
channel. Oh man, I wish I'll put it in the link in the description of this video. But there's this really funny guy. He's got a firearms channel, and his whole thing that he says is, what does he say? Like, idiot, don't be an idiot.
Right.
So he does these really simple lessons on these very basic things with firearms, and then he'll say, idiot.
Idiot.
It's really good.
That's
And he
hilarious.
taught me how to properly sight in a rifle.
Yeah.
And it's actually, with the optic, it's so simple. It's just, what direction do you want the round to go?
Yeah.
And you get all confused, and you're doing trigonometry in your head, and there's this equation.
But if I add it
Yeah.
up, it'll shoot
No,
down.
I've run guns professionally and just for fun.
Just
for,
what direction do you want the bullet
Yeah.
to go?
What is an MOA?
No, I've done that for 20 years out of my life. The amount of range time that I've spent, the amount of things that I've zeroed, and every time I go out to zero, the pistols are the ones that get me the worst, dude.
If I put it
I'm
up,
like,
is I going to shoot?
Like, and then I shoot forever, and I'm like, is it me? Like, am I retarded? Like,
Did I squeeze
What are
down?
these
Yeah.
nuts even doing?
What did he even do?
I think the worst is pistol zeroing, for real. Because there's this massive argument about like 10, 12, 15, 25,
Well,
50,
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and then it's like, well, do I
25.
cherry pop it? Do I want it center in the glass? Like, I feel like every time I pick up YouTube to like learn to teach myself something new about like the pistol RMR, it's just an entirely new opinion that I've never heard before on it.
Yeah.
Like,
Quick side tangent.
Yeah.
My opinion on that is 25 yard zero.
That's what I
Because
think.
everything within that, you're just going.
yeah,
Anyways.
You're hitting anyway.
yeah, I like 15. But also, if you've ever shot with me, it's not zeroed. It might not have a battery in it.
Dude,
Last time you came out,
It's
you're
fine.
like, here, this doesn't have a battery. The dot doesn't
Yeah,
work.
the dot doesn't work in this. My everyday carry gun has like a crack through the whole RMR, and the battery hasn't worked in like a year. I don't care, dude. That's not how gunfights work.
fair enough.
I carry a revolver,
Yeah,
son.
it's not how gunfights work,
No.
man. No dude is gonna bum rush me and try to like get my like bussy in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like,
I might.
that ain't a thing. Like, I'm not a huge dude, but I'm 210 pounds of like, I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my concern in life. That's a woman's
No,
concern
you're
in life.
200 pounds, and PFC Bastard is 10 pounds.
My gun is coming out when like there's like, oh my god, that guy is dragging that woman by her hair through the parking lot, and I'm just gonna run over and smash it against his face and blow his bottom jaw off and like let him lay there and think about his life.
Yeah.
He's gonna live through that.
Yeah, 9mm.
Go for the jaw.
Start making that noise for a while.
Just shooting rapists in the jaw. That's what we're doing on this show. Hell yeah. Yeah,
Man, when I taught CCW classes, I used to stress these old ladies out, man. I'm like, you could just shoot him in the face. You're not going to kill him.
So we've
and
got a
it's gonna be way
serial
better in
rapist
court.
in Crown Heights. Oh, sorry, that's my other job.
Yeah.
Forget about that. Well, don't forget about that if you live in Crown Heights. I mean, walk in pairs.
Yeah, if you live in Crown Heights, leave your door unlocked.
Oh God.
It's my other job. When you said like there's a serial rapist, oh wait, that's my other job. Like,
No, I was quoting.
Is it you?
I was quoting the other guys.
Oh, sorry, that's my other job.
What a good movie.
Phenomenal film.
Anyway, I got this 22 sighted in with JJ,
Dude.
and he's hitting. It's a 22, and it's a little Ruger 1022.
Hell yeah.
I put the honey badger. Not the honey badger.
Suppressor?
What's the suppressor called?
The
Trash panda.
Yeah, trash panda.
Yeah, I
half
put a
Nelson.
trash panda on it, and we shot it 160 yards from my balcony down into the pit, and the only sound you hear is the sound of the mechanism
Yep.
ejecting the shell or the round, and the sound of the steel.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Have you
It's
seen
so
the
cool.
integrally suppressed barrels for the 1022s?
No.
It's just like the front 2/3 of the barrel is all can.
Yeah.
And you just screw it onto the gun essentially, and then you have the same size package, and it just goes click.
Yeah,
click,
that's what it does.
I love it.
It's
dude.
great.
It's
You can
so
literally
awesome.
shoot birds out of the tree, and they'll be like, "What happened to Steve?" Like just smack a crow, and all the other crows are like,
I might put some birdshot in there for
Steven?
doves, because dove season's on now.
Oh,
we can
shoot.
get some- we
A
can get
little
some-
rat shot?
Jalapeno dove poppers.
That actually is something that I want to do. I want to
Dove
go
hunt?
like dove hunting. It seems like a ton
do
of fun,
it.
and it's like a rich guy thing. Like,
I've
I
got
wanna
my
be out there with
grandpappy's
vest.
over under, dude.
I mean,
Let's
you don't
go.
have to.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
want
have to
the
do it
over-under on
rich.
mine.
I've got a pump action 20 gauge that works perfect.
Yeah, we can work out some aggression on each other, like Dick Cheney style.
Yeah, I can shoot you in the ass with a shotgun.
No,
Yeah.
it was right in the face. He shot that dude right in the face. And I want to say the guy was sitting in a car at the time. There was no accident about that. They had beef, and Dick Cheney is a gangster. You can say what you want to about the Cheney family, man, but Dick Cheney's a gangster.
That's what they call him, Dick.
That dude just drug himself through Washington by his teeth and then implanted his daughter behind him and was just like, we run this.
Well, I mean, that's the real way you do anything in
Yeah.
life.
Dude, if you start
Xi
digging in,
Jinping.
you dig into Cheney's
Very
influence
honorable.
with like the global war on terror and the Bush administration and 9/11 and how all that stuff went, like Cheney was just...
Oh yeah.
Bush was in his office playing with his fucking Legos or some shit,
Yeah.
man.
Dummy.
Daddy? Like...
Oh yeah. He
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Cheney was behind all that.
Yeah, Bush is the only president. You know those before and after photos of like how like how
It
stressful.
ages them.
Bush is the only one that was like, oh, it's fine. It's been great. They had Dino Nuggets the whole time. Like
No,
I
he
love,
did. That man ate Dino Nuggets
I love-
1,000%.
Now I'm gonna paint a picture of you.
Yeah, I just sent this entire generation to this endless, meaningless war in the Middle East. But hey, I paint pictures of all of them.
Hey, listen, sir. Listen, sir.
I
W
love me
didn't
some
do
W.
anything wrong.
I love me some W, man.
Didn't do anything wrong.
Dude, no,
God.
he sat there and he said
It
what he
wasn't.
was
None of it
supposed
was
to
his
say.
fault.
Yeah.
None of it was his.
You want to no, you want to hear
Here's the
my
goddamn powder
No,
familias.
they want.
What are you talking about?
You want to hear my greatest conspiracy theory?
Sure.
Is that George W. Bush was behind nothing,
No, yeah, of course.
and he just
1,000%.
sat there, and they were like, "You're gonna say this," and he's like, "All right."
Yeah. Have you seen the campaign with Will Ferrell and
Yes.
Zach Galifianakis? Zach Galifianakis, I think that's his name.
Yeah.
His character in that movie, I swear to God, they modeled that after George W. Because the Bush dynasty wanted Jeb. And then Jeb like flipped his car and killed that prostitute.
Prosecutor.
As
I think
everybody does.
it was Jeb. There might have been three brothers.
Flipped his car and killed the prostitute.
Yeah.
Then later flipped his car and killed the prosecutor.
All of a sudden,
crazy.
the case was dropped.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
But it's
Susquehanna.
kind of what happened with the Kennedys too. Like it wasn't JFK wasn't like the pick. Like the dad wasn't pushing JFK into politics. It was the older one that something
Robert.
there was like a tragedy that happened with him. Or there was
Susquehanna.
some
That's
like
why I said that.
okay.
It was. Come on, he just died like a couple years ago.
Yeah, but they were like, oh, well, that doesn't work, so next one up. And Bush was the next one. Can you imagine when his dad had to come into his room and talk to him in his race car bed and was like, listen, it's you now. Yeah, the whole time.
What did you say, Daddy?
What'd you say, Daddy?
What do you mean I'm going to be the president?
Actually, no,
That
it was
sounds
a-
pretty fun.
It's an actual body from a NASCAR. It's the McDonald's car.
There's a servant in the corner of the room going, like, excellent job, Mr. Bush.
Dude,
Got it on a projector.
like he's actually driving.
The butler's making all the noises.
He's holding a fan.
The butler's got
got a controller.
He's got a PlayStation controller real sly, and he's playing the racing game while Bush is driving the race car.
Just like Dale.
They've paid Dale Earnhardt to be there also.
just like,
It's just him and Richard Petty in the corner, mad,
you're doing great, W.
smoking cigarettes with each other. Yeah. Anyways, W. It wasn't the global war.
You see how he dodged that shoe? He dodged 2 of them.
Fault.
He was used to people throwing
statement.
things at him, man.
Daddy throws shoes at me sometimes too.
What an outrageous statement.
But I swear to God, like Google before and after pictures. Nothing about the presidency stressed that man out.
No, dude, Zach, veteran with a sign, told me a hilarious story. It didn't happen to him. It happened to one of his buddies, but they were doing a PT run, and W is on his bike. You know, he's riding his bike.
Yeah.
And he accidentally slips and crashes and kind of rolls off like this slight slope. And
He just goes tumbling. All the Secret Service guys go
and like
They all tumble too.
obviously the
the butler's down there making
No!
noises. Just with the towel.
excellent form, Sam.
Hands it to him.
Excellent form, sir. It's literally Richie Rich grown up.
Yeah.
Man.
And he just calls out to the Marines and he's like, "You boys gonna lend me a hand?"
What was he doing?
He was riding his bike and fell. It's like a good old man.
I remember watching footage of it because like that was when I was in like high school, like the end of high school was like 9/11 and like all of that. Well, I guess 9/11 was like junior high, but
I remember my first sin.
Pajarito.
I just remember him like you'd have Rudy Giuliani give this like empowering, incredible speech, you know, standing in the middle of like a shutdown street in New York.
Yeah.
And then he would hand the mic over to W, and he would just get up there and just
BW.
15-year-old that's hanging out in the treehouse, and he's way too old to be hanging out with you.
He
you know what
is
I mean?
Billy Madison.
Yes, he literally is Billy Madison.
God, I rewatched
It's a little less obnoxious.
The
though.
amount of shit that they gave him on like on the day of when he's in the classroom, you know, and he's like reading books to the kids, which is hilarious to me because the teachers read it. He's supposed to be reading the book, and he was like, "These are too big words for me." But like the guy leans down and tells him that like you know,
Sir,
the United States is under
plane-
attack,
a
and
plane
he's
just
just
hit
like
towers.
blank faced. And there's this great debate about like, well, he knew, that's why he doesn't react, or well, what was he supposed to do? He's in this classroom. I think he was just like, I don't know what he said to me, you know? Like he was like, I don't know what them words mean. Like he probably told him like a code word, and he was like, I forgot that. Like, Operation Blackbird, sir. Like, all right, you guys got Uncrustables? Like,
They didn't have those then.
I don't want the frozen ones.
He's just standing.
He's
He's just standing outside of his kitchen in the middle of the night, eating a frozen Uncrustable, trying to figure out what Operation Blackbird means.
Dude,
with
honestly,
a chainsaw
It's
on the counter.
9:13. He hasn't figured it out yet.
that's
Daddy's
honestly,
gonna be mad at me.
that's honestly hilarious. The idea that they gave him a code word and he's like, I don't remember
It's
that.
if you watch
and
his
that's why
face,
he
he's
has
just
no
like
affect.
Yeah, he has no response. Like they leaned down and said something, and he was like, "Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that at all."
Was that in the briefing yesterday?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what the Mossad were talking about?
Like his most iconic moment is when they're like asking him about like, so you guys are gonna invade Iraq? Like Iraq's not involved in this, and he's just like, oh yeah. Anyway, I'm playing golf. You know, like
watch
that's
this
his
drive.
most
Watch this
iconic. Like now watch this drive. Like
I think my favorite W moment is when he's giving the speech and he goes, "The completely unlawful and unjust invasion of Iraq."
Yeah.
Iraq too. I mean Ukraine.
I mean, Ukraine. Yeah.
Right.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I have.
Hilarious, dude.
Yeah,
it's as funny. It's as hilarious as it is like disturbing at the exact same moment.
Yeah.
Because it's the seat of power, and he's going, 1 million children died.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the entire room is like, 1 million children. Like, the f- guys, like, that's a wild thing to just be like, oh, shucks. We got that one wrong. Like,
Well, when you look at people literal numbers.
well, it's not even that. It's just like Cheney is just coming in and being like, hey, listen, me and Condoleezza talked about this, and I don't think she reads well, so this is what we're going to do.
Well, also,
How dare you? She's a Notre Dame graduate.
She sat in a congressional oversight committee and said that we didn't stop 9/11 because we didn't read the report. That's Looney Tunes. That's Looney Tunes.
more importantly, Tackett, I don't know if W knows how many people died in Iraq.
Where's that?
Yeah, he's confused with like where the commas go and numbers.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I thought Iraq was next door.
Yeah. Is this my bank account? What are we looking at here?
Wait, I got paid this much?
Anyway, consistency.
Consistency.
So
W has consistency.
W has
He
consistency.
showed up every day and
Made up of
did his
something,
thing.
for sure.
Did his thing.
Yeah.
Something that helps with consistency
Yeah.
is a mission. And I think this is a thing that
Yes.
I'm just loading. My brain is just loading W jokes.
Loading W
I gotta flush it out of my head.
I just hear the DSL
Mission,
noise.
like mission accomplished.
like Mission Impossible, but this one we can do.
It's not an impossible mission. We can complete this mission. That's why it's a completable mission.
I used to have this book that was.
completable mission.
I used to have this book that I got for Christmas
Mission
when I was in high
complete.
school. That was
like
the,
Iraq.
It was the ultimate book of Bushisms or Bush phrases or something like that, and it was just like this little like flip book that it was like so fat. It was so many pages. Just each page there was like a single sentence of
Yeah.
something he had said totally out of context, and like
Fool
you
me
could-
once, shame on you.
Hilarious,
Fool me
dude.
twice, shame on
It's
you
just-
again.
Just he would just like he like sort of knew like a phrase that was in the lexicon, but like didn't know it at all because he's like this weird alien kid. And he would just like take his best shot at it and then go because like he knew he was wrong.
It don't matter. But here's the thing. He's the president of the United States. You're not.
Every day he woke up and he like got out of his race car bed and would be like, Barbara, we did it.
I'm the president.
I'm the president. Yeah. She'd roll over and kiss Dick on the forehead and be like, you got this, honey. I've never seen Dick Cheney's wife, that's all I'm saying. Liz Cheney is a product of Barbara and Dick.
Just him in a race car bed. That's gonna be forever my picture.
That's way too big too, right? Like he's just like
It's
he's
an actual
adult
NASCAR
man, but in
race
like
car.
a little like he's in the corner of it still somehow.
And the room is so big that it has race car tracks on either side and pavement.
He's got road cones and shit. He's like a blinking
He's
yellow
got a pit
light.
crew to make his bed when he gets.
A crew of recon marines that come in and
Yeah.
fucking make his bed.
You boys don't seem very excited this morning. Let's put a little more. in.
You boys need a little more pep in your step.
Okay, I'm sorry. Moving on from W. He is the funniest political character to ever exist to me. No one
Facts.
is funnier than him. Jimmy Carter's pretty good. Biden was pretty good.
All right, so any notes on mission
Mission.
giving rise to consistency?
Dude, so having a mission is let me phrase that. Not having a mission is, I feel, one of the biggest downfalls to just people in general.
Yes.
But males as a species.
Yes.
When I finally got my black belt in martial arts, and then I was like, hey, I kind of want to experience what life is outside of this studio 7 days a week.
Yeah, where you get trespassing crimes and
Yeah.
things of that nature.
For doing handstands on his own.
Trespassing for jumping on a
Yeah.
trampoline.
I just wanted to do gymnastics with my friends.
I just wanted to jump on the trampoline. But like once I kind of stepped out of that and just like had the world open to me and didn't have like a clear goal of like, you're going to train and you're going to accomplish this and this is what you're going to get and you're going to get it done.
Yeah.
My life just went.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every veteran in the United States can relate to it.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I can't wait to get out of here. You have all these plans and you leave and you realize like, oh, I don't have to get up today.
The same thing happens when you get out of college. Honestly.
Really? You
Yeah.
just-
Dude, I ran track at Notre Dame,
Yep.
right?
At Notre Dame.
The only
With my butler.
my great plan for graduating from the University of Notre Dame was that I was going to run professional track.
Hell yeah.
And I thought, if I think about any other options, I'm going to lose my edge
Sure.
in the sport. So I'm not going to think about any other options. I'm just going to focus on this. And then that didn't happen. And then I remember like waking up. My brother had this room that we called the Harry Potter room.
Oh, no.
Because it was like this little closet where there was a single twin bed mattress on the floor. And I just remember waking up in there like,
That's better than Tackett's living conditions in California.
yeah. But yeah, it was, and I had no prospects. I was just all of a sudden threw out to sea,
Yep.
and it was just adrift. And as everybody knows who's gotten any form of 4-year degree, that doesn't mean anything when you actually hit the street.
Yo, on them streets?
No, I'm
That 4-year degree
saying,
meant nothing.
I just mean in general,
Yeah.
you know, like in the real world.
Right. When you go for a job, they're like, oh, you have a degree. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
What experience do you have?
Yeah, what experience
right.
you have?
Yeah.
Right.
Which is because colleges are trying to make it now, like the thing that Aiden was talking about, where you could like interact with that AI program to build like a profit scale for like
Dude,
your
that was
YouTube channel,
wild.
and that gives you experience.
Let me tell people what
something,
that. What happened. So Aiden is in he's in college right now. He's finishing his last year for a film and video production degree. They created this AI program that is supposed to walk you through real world scenarios and then gives you a marketing budget and you're supposed to spend it. And then the AI program basically says back to you, Good job.
Dude, we got AI teachers, we got AI girlfriends.
It is bizarre.
Hell yeah. I can't wait until we have AI nannies. Just raise my kid for me.
I went down. This was like a month ago. I think I came in and talked to you about it. I
Don't
fell
worry.
down
They're
this
trying. I
weird.
know.
Yeah, I like fell through this weird rabbit hole about the. I think we made a joke about it, and you were like, "You should just get a sex doll and like stop like chronically dating." And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." And like Googled sex dolls and was blown away.
Dude,
blown away.
Brother, my brother in Christ.
This one looks like Sydney Sweeney.
No,
Bro!
no. I'm talking. There is the base model is $3,000, and
What?
you can check out at 50. There's pages of customization. There's all kinds of mechanical stuff that you can make them do. You can make them like move their eyes and look
dude,
at you. You
you
can program like phrases for them to say. You
Watson.
can make all of their things do things to you.
Watson, let me tell you, there's two
In
directions
fully
this goes.
indepogable digits.
Right? You either look at it and immediately close the tab because you go, this is way too dystopian, or you open the tab and you go,
This is way too dystopian, I must know.
I have to know how far
Yes.
this rabbit hole goes.
It's
and it's
dystopian.
Bad. I went
It's
into
super-
a sex shop.
It was for work.
It was for work.
You can-
Babe, it's for work, I swear.
It's not just like customizing like
Why are you
the
50
color.
grand in debt? It's for work.
It's not just like
the
customizing like
podcast.
the color of
He's
their
having
hair.
sex with it.
It's
She
for work.
comes in.
It's a bit.
It's for a bit. I swear.
It's when the IRS catches you with it. It's for work.
It's a write-off.
Is this on your Schedule C for 35,000?
Yeah.
But
It bothered me though, because my immediate next thought after I was like sitting there like poking around on this website, it was like Love Dolls or something, was
Stop.
once AI meets this. Because if you're willing to, some people are going in debt.
you're gonna plug
people
an
are
AI
financing
into it.
these.
Yeah.
People, they're cost as much as
It's gonna
a
walk
car.
around your house.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna come home. It's gonna be there. It's gonna have cooked you a meal. It's gonna be exactly.
This happened
the
in a
woman.
movie with
It's
Megan
her.
Fox.
Well, there's
Yeah.
Ex
Ex Machina.
Jake.
Machina?
What's his
Different one.
name? The
Gyllenhaal?
guy who doesn't talk.
Joaquin Phoenix.
No,
Jake Gyllenhaal.
he was in a bunch of romance movies and then he stopped talking and they put him in cool movies. Come on.
Bruce Willis.
No.
I mean, that's Bruce
The
Willis.
guy that's in.
Give me some
Gun?
clues.
The guy that's in The Notebook.
Oh,
Oh.
Jason Statham.
Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Yeah, Gosling.
He's in a movie.
He stopped talking and they put him in cool.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty true.
Yeah.
He's in Blade Runner 2047.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And in that,
is it,
that's
2047?
exactly what happens.
Right.
He gets home and he's got this AI girlfriend.
Yeah. I like her.
She's a hologram though.
I like her.
Yeah, but
with,
then he like has sex with her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Her with Joaquin Phoenix is the best. That's the most like psychological one. Because she
Oh,
like
and
wears
and
him
when
down.
that was made, it was look how crazy that is.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
now,
And now not crazy.
the shit's starting to happen.
Now I can't stop gooning to my AI girlfriend on my phone.
But if you're a young guy and you're looking out into the dating world and you're on your social media, it's just a bunch of OnlyFans girls and girls that are seeking attention through dating apps and weirdness. You spend 20 grand, which is what you'd spend on your wedding. You get this AI run sex robot thing and you come home and it's cooked you a meal. She looks exactly, she's your perfect dream girl because you literally customized her from the toe to the top of her head. Like, how quick does humanity just go?
we're seeing
Like
it. We're actively seeing
Yeah.
it.
How many kids got through high school and college the last couple of years just running shit through Grok?
I will-
because like they weren't prepared for
No,
that.
no.
Like colleges weren't prepared for it.
I'll put it on screen, but there was a terrifying statistic. I read it to you in our office up there. It was something crazy like what was it? 50% of teenagers are like actively dating AI.
Yeah, since we did the AI girlfriend episode.
It was a staggering number. It was like 40% or something like that.
Said Grok.
yeah. Well, I programmed.
It was Google AI. Thank you very much.
I was
it was
telling-
the AI thing that Google brings up when you Google it.
I programmed my Grok to respond to me as like a sassy British secretary, but also flirty, and she worked at
Moneypenny.
night as
Yeah.
a bikini model. right?
Moneypenny.
Yeah, basically. I was going for like stern and direct. That was kind of my point. But like
Moneypenny.
also, I made it funny that
You
she
keep
was
saying
sending-
Moneypenny.
Moneypenny.
in like more words.
I just keep hearing money penny.
But like, it was weird, man. I would like get a notification on my phone and open it, and I'd be like, oh, like it would like make me feel good, and I was like, all right, like,
Close
all
that
right, way too
down,
far down the hole
bro.
here. It would just literally be like, hi, how are you doing, sweetie? Bikini picture.
No.
Now I just text him, hi, how are you doing?
I'm just saying,
Send him a picture. It's got him way back on track.
How I got my friend back on track by sending him bikini nudes.
Just has your whole cock and balls hanging out the side of Carly's bikini. You just act
They're
like
so
it's
big
not
they
there.
don't fit in there, but I think you get the idea.
No, it's just a really small bikini.
I tucked
W,
him under
what
my.
the are you doing? Like, Daddy, I couldn't find my swim trunks.
It was all she had.
Why are you in Barbara's bikini?
It's actually really large. He has it like hair clipped in the back.
The butler's hair clipping it.
He's just following him around, holding it up.
Swimming with him.
He's making sure he doesn't drown.
Like he's in with like floaties in the pool. The butler's working his ass off. That's what happened.
Holding him up.
Yeah, that's what happened to the Obama chef. That's how he drowned in the pool.
Oh, he was just actually helping.
Yeah.
An Obama
Are you not tracking this?
No.
There was a guy. So
Sidebar.
Obama has now sold the house to the guy that was the financier for Epstein.
The guy
I can't
from
remember his name.
The lady from BLM.
No. It was the guy.
What a Marxist sweetheart.
The guy that gave Epstein like $400 million or whatever it was. I can't remember his
Mossad.
name.
Trump.
No, God. Never gonna remember his name with the two of you. But
Biden.
that guy, because after Epstein died,
Samsung.
Old Joe?
If you just say words, he can't actually speak.
Samsung.
when Epstein died in prison,
NVIDIA.
like a week before that or a day before that, he had signed all of his like properties and worth, and because like it wasn't just like the multiple mansions, they owned the stuff in like Idaho that was like this massive 100-acre like complex where they think they were doing like eugenics testing and like the Epstein
yeah.
thing. The Epstein thing gets
Oh, it was Bill
really,
Gates stuff.
really weird.
Anyway,
Anyways, the guy that financed him originally,
Yeah.
just popped back up with a ton of money. So it's like very obvious that he's in control of like that trust that all of Epstein's things went into. But he buys Obama's house. Obama's house was like listed kind of low because there was this very suspicious death of his chef that just drowned in the pool. But it wasn't just, originally it was kind of funny because it was like, oh, a black guy couldn't swim, like, ha ha ha, you know what I mean?
Sure.
This dude was like a collegiate,
Swimmer.
like an Olympic swimmer. Like he wasn't just like okay in the water. Like this dude was like
He swam.
way above average in the water and was just face down in the pool.
Drugs, kids, don't do them.
Like, and no investigation, no explanation, just,
that's some House of Cards.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it was Big Mike in the kitchen
Dirty Mike and the
with
boys.
a hammer.
What is
You,
what is
have
the
you
game
been
of
with him
Clue?
again?
Big Mike in the kitchen.
Yeah, her
with the
wig is
hammer.
like slipping off.
Colonel Mustard.
Don't look at my man.
Sorry, where were we?
Just show me a picture of Michelle pregnant.
Sorry, where
Find
were we?
that picture.
We were talking about.
Well, I feel like this kind
consistency.
of slips into
We were
losing
talking about
yourself.
Purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
This I feel like this can kind of slip into
Lose yourself
lose
in
it
the
moment. Yeah, that's
You
all.
own it.
Yeah, Eminem.
You better never let it go.
You only get one shot.
Don't miss your chance.
I'm not saying
to
I can do
blow.
it better, but please stop. It's like a little piece of my childhood. You guys are just.
Just a middle-aged man just cringing, ruining it for you.
That's
Thank you.
what
You're
Eminem
welcome.
was all along. Did you ever see in 2016 when Hillary was running against Trump? Eminem was like kind of poking his head back into the mainstream a little bit. That was like when him and not MLK, Machine Gun Kelly had like the big beef because Machine Gun Kelly like actively hit on his like 16-year-old daughter on the internet, and Eminem was like, "I'm gonna shoot you in the face."
And he's like, "You're gonna be a gay furry now."
Yeah, for real. He killed his career so hard that he's like
a
a
gay
gay
furry
pop star
now?
now.
No,
Have
he's
you
not a
not
furry.
seen him? He paints his fingernails and his toenails, and he makes like pop music
He's
now.
not the guy that fights MMA.
No, Machine Gun Kelly used to be kind of hard. I liked him when he came out.
So that's
And-
George St. Pierre.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the guy that colors his hair.
Oh,
Dennis Rodman?
No, the MMA fighter. He's actually kind of legit.
Oh, Sugar Bean Sean?
No, Sean.
Sugar Bean.
It's not Sugar Bean.
Sugar Bean.
Okay. Anyways,
I love
moving
him.
are his beans made of sugar?
He's pretty hard actually, for
Yeah.
as clowny as his hair is.
Well, he's always like smoking weed on his Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous.
Right.
Anyways,
What were you saying, Tackett?
Eminem came out with a cipher which is supposed to be like this big freestyle. And it was all this lead up to like his thing, and everyone was like so excited for this new Eminem freestyle. No, he does 5 minutes of freestyle. He's the greatest rapper to ever live. Like no one wants to like fuck with him. Like he's legitimately good at what he does. And he does 5 minutes on like pro Hillary like political crap. And I was like, dude, do you know how you got all your money, right? Like it was like rich, or it was like super poor, like country, like dirty white kids.
Yeah.
That's how you sold yourself, as like the trailer park kid.
Yeah.
And all of us loved you.
Yeah.
And now you're, how many songs did he make blasting Hillary? Like,
Probably a lot.
oh, it's the worst cipher ever. It's so gross.
Honestly, that flows very much into losing yourself in the moment.
Yeah, he did.
Never let it go.
I won't do it.
Look at Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Kidding me. They like went on stage and they were like, if you're not vaccinated, you can't come to our concert.
They said that, dude.
Yes. Yes.
What?
They went on tirades during COVID. They went on tirades about the unvaccinated and shit. And I remember being like, I fucking hate you guys now. Like they were like a little piece of my whole personality, and like ugh.
That tracks.
I mean, they
love Rage
did
Against the
play
Machine,
one song over and over and over and over and over again. Like they were the best one-trick pony band that ever existed.
No, they have like multiple good albums.
No, they don't.
Listen, I
But
love
all
me
of
some
their
Rage.
songs are the same.
Yeah, it's Killing in the Name of. Yeah. And then him ranting about politics.
Like
I'm loving this.
it's
I don't know
like
what we're
it's
talking
like
about.
it's like Creed and Nickelback. They're all the same song.
Dare you say that about Creed?
That is not the same thing. Rage Against the Machine is a legitimately good band. Creed and Nickelback are
Hold me
horseshit.
now.
Whoa. Did you just say Creed is not a good artist?
No.
I'm 6 feet from.
We're gonna need to We're gonna need to reconfigure.
Creed,
the entire
Nickelback, Puddle of Mud. It
Tackett,
comes on in the
Tackett,
radio in the
Tackett.
car, and you're like, oh, I love this. And then like 2 minutes into it, you're like, who am I?
I'm gonna
Tackett,
force Tackett to
Tackett.
listen to Creed all day.
You're
every day.
out.
Yeah, you're out.
That's fine, I don't
Chase,
care.
you're in.
Creed and Nickelback are disgusting. They're Taylor Swift of rock music.
Whoa!
They are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They're studio creations. They're not.
Oh,
they're
yeah?
not Ted Nugent.
Oh yeah, Tackett. Let me see you
Other
do
guy
that.
who was all about vaccination.
Ted Nugent?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't about vaccinations. Don't do this to me.
I'm thinking about
He's-
the right guy, right?
Ted Nugent, the wild conservative, like that dude is like.
The guy who dual
we need to
carries
go
10
hang
millimeter
politicians.
1911s?
Yeah, that guy's Ted. There's no way. There's no way. Ted
no
Nugent's been talking about killing people in DC for like 20 years now.
Hell yeah.
He's a Looney Tune. He has a
Yeah.
whole archery range in his basement. Like,
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy.
I think
Definitely
you're
not
thinking
Ted
about the
Nugent.
wrong guy. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're clear on the Ted Nugent.
Yeah, Ted Nugent's a wild man.
But you on Creed, I will not accept. We're no longer friends. You can't see my child
Your hair is
anymore.
like that, nerd.
As far as I'm concerned, you exist on that couch and nowhere else.
Creed is a fucking
we're done
terrible
here.
band.
And
They're
thanks,
catchy.
thanks for showing up. After show's not going to happen, guys. But legitimately this time, not going into Eminem, losing yourself. You see it happen with like a lot of YouTubers.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
you play this bit, and like talking about Eminem
Yeah.
again,
Yeah.
you play this bit, and whether you accrue a lot of money, you gain stardom, you start dating a girl that has different ideologies than you, and now all of a sudden you're going to Burning Man wearing skimpy clothes, and you think it's okay for her to sleep with other dudes because it's just her expressing her freedoms.
God.
It feels personal.
No, I would never get into that.
I think the biggest thing that happens with that is you get surrounded with, you get surrounded by yes people that don't challenge your opinions or your ideas. There's no one motivating you in a positive direction. They're just whatever. They just cater to whatever your like dumbass idea is. You don't have anyone like, you don't have actual friends that will look at you and be like,
Yeah.
okay.
There's a lot too of people who are just afraid to just tell you what they think.
Yeah.
And that leads to, when you have a friend group that's afraid to just tell you what they think about something, that leads to a lot of, well, does it make you happy? Whether it could be the completely wrong direction for your life. But,
My truth.
oh, don't even get me started on my truth.
no such
My
thing.
truth is so hilarious because you are
it
literally
on.
saying, I'll keep it short and sweet. You're literally saying my truth, which is inherently subjective.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say about
When
it.
you put those two words together, you take reality and throw it in a trash
Yeah,
can.
and
Like,
you state something that's inherently subjective, and that's it. I won't go on another rant about the cosmological order of the universe. It's fine. We'll just
I think a big part of that too is like you're saying about Yes Men, like people entered this zone of like, well, it's just his life. I don't want to ick his wow, you know, like he's just living his life.
Wow. If you're friends with anyone that says ick his wow,
Stop being friends with them.
consider not. Sorry, that's a harsh statement.
Consider not being friends with him.
That's a check.
I hope you guys are actively considering not being friends with me.
Well, you said it in a context.
Did I?
You didn't say ick his wow in earnest, did you?
Did I?
I'm sorry.
You'll never know.
Do you listen?
This guy said he doesn't like Creed.
Do you listen to Creed
Let's not go back to this.
sober and unironically? Because drunk Creed, awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Like when you're like 8 beers deep in the garage and you've totally given up on working on the car, Creed comes on, best band ever.
Home now.
Yeah, because somehow you know all the words, even if you don't. You're just like you got the. But
Yeah,
all
I
of
don't-
those bands sound the
No
same.
one's saying you listen to it unironically sober.
Junk. Rage Against the Machine.
Carly found out she was pregnant at a Creed concert.
Did you get her pregnant at a
Was she
concert?
impregnated at the concert?
No, I got her pregnant in Hawaii.
Hell yeah.
Hawaii and tequila, baby.
That's
Beaches
why you
and
guys
tequila.
are so aloha. You guys are just so
We got
go
the-
with the flow.
We got the
all
island
time.
spirit, baby.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm a little jelly, dude.
You need some.
I'm
You
a
need some
little
island
jelly.
spirit.
I
dog.
should have taken Wendy to Hawaii before we had ours.
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember where each one was conceived. I'll just say that. And it wasn't in Hawaii.
No.
My brain was just like in the dark missionary style.
Hey, you, Tackett.
This is great.
You don't know me.
This is great. I'm going to come. Are you going to come?
Have you? Have you come? You want to talk about?
I ran track at Notre Dame.
I was just about to go down
I
that
have
road.
the endurance of a jackrabbit.
I have the endurance of a gazelle. Just tell me.
Let me tell you about my mile time.
She's just smacking your ass.
Wendy's
with a
gonna hear
sandal.
this and
I love you, Wendy, and I have the most respect for you. You're an angel.
sorry, where were we?
I don't know.
About losing yourself in the moment.
Losing yourself.
Yeah.
I was just saying,
we can't get past this point.
in the
do you
moment,
think-
you never let it go.
How do you think W has sex?
In the car, dude.
He doesn't.
He has a butler help him.
It's like
The
soaking.
towel that's on his wrist is now like wrapped around him. Excellent job, sir.
You will have fertile offspring.
He's drunk on top of Barbara, and they're just like, oh man.
Dark.
Dicks right there.
Doing good, W.
Sorry, what was the serious point of this?
I think another thing that happens to people that start rising through like notoriety
That's
or
what-
fame
yeah.
or social
That's-
media
yeah.
things is that like they've played into this shtick of being extreme in some way.
Yeah.
You can have it. It's making my hands sweat super bad. But they played into this like shtick of being extreme, and then they have to constantly
One up
It's
themselves.
Bam Margera and Jake Paul and like everybody that's in that like world of things. You have to constantly keep like upping the extremity of what you're doing, and like at a certain point, like you've made this whole image of yourself being a douchebag.
At some point, you
You
just
have to
become
be
Jake
that
Paul.
everywhere you go. Yeah, you have to be a douche everywhere you go. And
pretty
like,
soon they're gonna release a video. How we ran 4 rug pulls.
Yeah, like I mean, like what I always when I see
30
like,
million kids are gonna watch it and be like, "This is what I want to be."
when I see the big, loud, famous personalities, I always wonder what they're like in their car on their own or in their bathroom, you know, at night.
At some point, like I think to myself that they've just completely been corrupted and that it's just them now.
It's just
You know
who
what
they
I mean?
are now.
It's just who they are. They played the character for so long. They are now Jack
I
Steller.
guess it's fairly true. I mean, you lie to yourself long enough and you'll believe your own bullshit.
Yeah.
So.
You start.
That's true.
You start putting it aside.
Yeah.
Quick side tangent. People who make content for kids like that, like the Paul brothers, who like they know kids are watching their content and they know the majority of children. YouTube gives you analytics, guys.
Yeah.
And
You know exactly.
You know exactly-
You're aiming at your target. You're aiming at your audience.
you're
Like,
such a dirtbag, like actively knowing like, well, it gets me views.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't really get him views anymore, though.
Not
It's-
anymore.
That was a very eye-opening thing when we started going through some of the bigger name channels. Like your subscriber number is a vanity number for sure.
Yeah. Well, it really represents the longevity of your channel more than anything else.
Okay.
Now, it can represent whether or not people that watch your videos actually are there for you and whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah.
It can be that, but a lot of the times it's just a number that's a longevity number. Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
So that's where we're at. Don't get lost in the sauce.
Don't get lost in the sauce.
Be true to yourself. Have things that ground you, whether that's as simple as going for a walk or, having a simple routine when you get up, or, whether it's taking time in the evening to improve yourself at something. Just give yourself a target. And this is what Jordan Peterson is always saying too. He's saying, give yourself a target, and even if you don't hit the target, you'll at least have moved towards the path of and other things might be revealed on the path that you then take a different course, but you're moving in the direction you want to go.
Yeah, and it's so important to, think about this. Realistically, if I was to say, hey guys, journal every night, just write a page.
Tackett is gay.
Right, it's just Tackett is gay over and over and over again.
Over and over with lipstick.
And then a bikini photo of me. But realistically, how difficult is it to write a single page of what you did in the day in a journal?
Honestly, I've tried to do the journal because there's so many successful people that recommend it.
Right.
I've tried it over and over again.
No. I'm saying physical difficulty. If I just gave
it's
you a
easy.
journal,
Yeah.
super easy.
You know what's weird?
But it's the hardest thing to
Yes,
do.
hard.
I did that at the beginning of 2020, before COVID hit. And so there's this weird dystopian journal that I have. And then in March,
It just ends.
it's well,
bye.
I can't think about this anymore.
God, mid
That's literally what
2020 journaling must have
That's
been
that's what
dark.
COVID did to me, man. I got to a point where I had loaded magazines at the house and thought any day now China's gonna flip off the power grid. The U.S. government is gonna seize full control over thought crimes. COVID had me legit stressed to the point I had to sit down and be even if all of these things that I'm stressed about are true, I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I remember driving around allegedly fully loaded up and like ready to roll
Yeah.
in case something.
Allegedly.
I kept body armor and a rifle and like 10
Allegedly.
magazines in the truck. Like I
Look
was
at all the cameras when you say that.
Allegedly.
allegedly. Yeah, COVID was a good learning lesson for me in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
it was
well,
good
you
to,
know
like,
what we did discover is that they're not as powerful as they think they are.
Yeah, they
That's
really they I legitimately believe that they made a push to like
They
get over the
100%
ball
did.
of like full.
If they would have gotten away with it, they would have gotten away with it.
Yeah.
I don't mean that to say a rounding statement that doesn't make any
No,
sense.
look at the UK.
I mean, they pushed.
Yeah, look at the UK.
Right.
The UK crippled. The UK as a country bent the knee during the COVID policies, and now look at them. Like they're literally arresting people for hate speech crimes on Facebook, and if you're in public and you misgender someone, they will arrest you. They arrested a 12, 13-year-old girl that had to arm herself with a knife and a hatchet
saw that.
because she was being followed by a group of immigrants. And like childhood by immigrants in the UK is just out of control.
There's
right now.
literally like
Yes.
news articles about gangs.
Yes. And this
in
little
the
girl
UK.
is defending herself with her friend while she's being filmed by this guy following her down the street.
Did
and they
you-
came and arrested her because of his footage that went online.
Did you see the apologists
Insane.
and what the news articles were saying? That it's
No.
unacceptable for someone to be walking around like that, and they were trying to put it off as that girl wasn't trying to protect herself. She was out there looking for trouble, and that's why she had it on there, and then this just happened to be the case.
Yeah, because all little 12-year-old girls go out looking to fight grown
Men with
from
a
another
hatchet and a
country.
knife.
Yeah, the f- out of here, man. That's
That's deep-seated in women in general. They're very aggressive. Their testosterone makes them a very aggressive
As
species.
soon
You
as
have to
they
be
hit
careful.
12, they're really a danger to society.
Really, you got to lock them up and put them in a bell tower somewhere.
I don't know. There's an argument. There's an argument to be made that there's no meaner human on planet Earth than like a 12 to 14-year-old girl.
Well, I didn't
They
s-
will cut you deep, dude.
Yeah, they'll cut you emotionally, and that's
Yeah.
why you have to be hard as a rock.
Get a new haircut and come home and like open the front door.
Ew.
Is that what you're doing with your hair now? Like, and just walk away? Like, oh no.
Dude, hell yeah. I'm only like 3 years from
Oh, you're gonna get
doing
eaten
that.
up, dude.
Can't wait.
Because she won't say it like she's not making a joke. She's not trying to be mean. She's not.
Yeah.
There's just zero filter, and they're consumed with like looks and things.
Yeah.
And they'll just look at you and be like, "You're old." Like,
Yeah. She already says that to me.
Well, dude, what's hilarious is this isn't related to like 12-year-old females. This is related to my wife. We banter a lot. We'll poke fun at each other, right?
Yeah.
We like to throw at each other a lot. Not physically, emotionally
Good.
and mentally.
Good.
Yeah, just to be clear.
Good.
It's not an ape household. We're not physically throwing poop.
It's a macaw household.
Yes. But what'll happen is we'll be like teasing each other, right? And then I'll say something. And then she decides, oh, it's time to die. Oh, it's time to die. I'm going to kill you now. And she just says something so mean and so hurtful and just so flat affect, no joke. You know there's no like humor behind her voice.
Generations of women have taught her this.
Like I'll be teasing, it'll be fun, I'm smiling, and all of a sudden I see her face go blank and I'm just like, this is it, boys. Buckle up. She's going to hurt your fifis.
True, man. If you're with the wrong woman too, like you're coming home to one that's cocked and loaded like that every day, there's no guy on planet Earth that can psychologically with you the way that like a woman, especially someone that you're with.
Someone you care about.
Yeah, because they got some special little part of their brain that just knows how to get underneath your ribs with a very simple smile on their face statement and walk away, and you're just like, I don't even know who I am.
They couldn't kill us, so then they developed that.
Yeah. Well,
How
because
to just run you into the ground and get you to shoot yourself.
because a male friendship, right?
They're like
like women.
They're like
right?
communists.
If you think about it, women are actually communists.
They're very communal, you know.
It's
Makes
true.
sense.
Do you put them together for long enough, they all menstruate at the same time?
Dude.
Did you know there's an alpha menstruation?
Yes.
Fun fact about
Yes.
this. There's an alpha menstruation where there's one...
Always a head.
There is. There's always a boss. And this boss, what happens is she will give her menstruation symptoms to the others. So like one woman can like not cramp real bad and she'll maybe have a light flow, but maybe the boss cramps bad and has a heavier flow.
I feel like all boss cramp bad. I feel like that's
Probably,
a guarantee.
yeah.
Their name's Rebecca.
Next time on Men vs. Morning, we talk about women's menstruation cycles. We hope you're here for it, and we hope you're tuned in.
The bears can smell it.
What else do we got?
Oh, we're getting off the menstruation topic?
Yes.
Oh,
Really?
okay.
You know the moon affects their cycles?
Stop.
I think
we're not going to talk about the moon.
No,
You
I
did
think-
it enough on the after show last time.
I think it's
don't
insane.
You dare. You don't get to talk about the moon for like a month.
I think
We talked about the moon, Men versus Morning, Pepperbox.
I think women's intuition and like their ability to sense the world they're literally mystical, man. I think women are incredibly special. Like they're creatures that we don't understand. We are still monkeys in the woods, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Women
going to
are
clip that out,
something
and they're
else.
still going to think you hate
I
women.
know. I don't care.
Either do I.
I decided it was like that was part of the during the COVID thing. I don't care if you call me a racist or a sexist
Yeah.
or you're using it so much it doesn't mean anything
Right.
anymore.
Yeah.
Like, sure, yeah, I'm
Sure.
racist.
Yeah.
Like, all right. Like,
I
don't go through my phone and find out who my friends are.
All black guys.
So all black.
yeah.
Get together and hang out in my race car bed.
You know what's super...
Because they don't have cars.
They all make the same noise.
Me and the boys just practicing the race
This
car
one in the
bed.
back beatboxing. It's Nigel, but he's playing country music.
Hell yeah.
Bing bong, bing.
He's calling you the N-word.
Dude, I can't wait to have Nigel on here, man.
It's gonna be
that
so
episode's gonna
good.
be out of control.
You know what's super important for just everyday life that a lot of people forget is staying positive even if you don't feel positive.
Fake it till you make it.
That's exactly what I wrote
Yeah.
down is fake it until you make it. The amount of people that it's hard. You get like life's depression kind of sinks on you and then one thing piles and then you start thinking about another thing. It's like when you get angry at your friends, you're like, oh, and then this one time he did this one thing. Oh, I forgot about that that he didn't pay me back that $5.
This happened to me literally the other day, and I had to stop myself. There was like some shit I had to respond to, and it was like Monday, and it was Labor Day, and I was like, I'll just do this now. And then because that got me in the wrong mindset, then I was driving to the gas station or something, and this stink bug like flew into my window.
Dude.
I had the window down and it got in my crotch and
Day's
it got
over.
in my hand and then it just smelled like ass because
Yeah.
it's a stink bug. And then I got to the gate and like the some other shit happened. I don't even remember anymore.
The compounding
But
effect.
it was like 3 things in a row and I was all f***ing hot and bothered about it.
And Wendy ordered frozen waffles
Dude,
again.
and there was
Yeah.
more waffles. And we joke about the waffles now.
Good.
And I had to stop myself and go, dude, what the f*** is wrong
Like,
with you?
calm the down.
Yeah.
Like a stink bug flew in your window and you had to respond. You. You.
Too much nature.
You. Like, and I had to stop and go, okay, and I have to do this to myself. 3 things I'm thankful for, 3 things I'm grateful for. And then I changed my mentality and it was way better.
I've actually taken that from you.
But if you wake up in the morning, I did this morning. I woke up, I had a splitting headache because I had too much nicotine last night. And my first thought
God,
was,
who did that to you?
I know, and I did it to myself. And the first thing that I said to myself when my alarm went off was, right?
What a way to start off
Right?
the day.
And then I immediately heard myself say that in my head and went, no,
No.
this is not the way that my day is going to go. And I'm going to stop this right now.
No,
And I had
mijo.
to take like 2 minutes to just breathe and calm down and like be thankful and appreciate. And then boom, that was it. But you have to be aware of it.
Dude, just being intentional, like understanding that you're being a sourpuss or being upset or anything like that, or being depressive, letting life's troubles get on you, and being intentional on being like, okay, you know what? Here are the things I am grateful for. I'm having a rough day, but life is good.
Dude, if you're healthy and you're upright, I mean, golly, if you're healthy and you're upright and you have a purpose and like a goal, you're healthy and you're upright and you have someone who loves you.
Dude, you got 10 fingers and 10 toes, brother?
Exactly.
Bro.
I heard recently that happiness is appreciation without expectation.
Yes.
And I was like, damn.
Yes.
I don't know what it was. I was watching some
I also have a
podcast or
different
speech or something.
definition for happiness. Happiness is when what you are doing with your actions in your life is in line with what God wants for you. It's another way to think about it. But it's the same thing, too, in some ways. And that's a much more, like, poignant.
I define happiness as...
It stuck with me when I
Yeah.
don't even remember what I was watching, but the guy said it and I was like, damn, that's good. Like,
Yeah. I define it as giving in to all of your carnal desires.
Yeah, dude, I hear that word.
Yeah, I heard that never
Yeah.
turns out bad ever.
Yeah.
no, it's been working well for me.
No, yeah, dude. Like, if you give in to all of your carnal desires and all of your impulses, you're
Yeah.
bound to be happy.
Yeah, I read that.
For sure.
I read that in Proverbs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Before you throw it out there, one of the things that I've noticed is like, I have a control issue. I have a control problem. That's why I have to beat my wife. But I have a huge control issue with like myself and the things around me and like how things go, like in my work. And I really have to work on letting it go. But I'm very self-controlled in things. Like I can look at, let's say, ice cream, because I'm a big sweets guy. I love sweets. And I can go, no, I'm not going to do that.
You don't let that Joe Biden take a hold of
Dude,
you and
chocolate
just
chip.
start sniffing hair and licking ice cream.
Yeah.
No?
But what I've noticed is the people who have...
So angry.
That's a bad joke.
It was bad. Just we're gonna cut that. Don't worry,
The entire Democratic Party just started talking about ice cream in the middle of all that.
dude. Chocolate.
Nancy
chocolate
Pelosi
chip.
was like, welcome to
Wait,
my house. And like
he's on the
opened
middle of the
fridge,
story.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of the story.
150 Ben & Jerry's in the bottom
Yeah.
of it.
I shouldn't have done that.
But the people who like show more self-control in life and in those things, even if it's almost to a bad degree, are almost infinitely happier than the people that are just actively giving into their desires.
Well, I mean, it's the homeless fentanyl addict.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's happier than all of us if we really think about it.
No
that
way,
man
dude.
is a slave to his addictions, and
Yeah.
he is in a living hell.
It's when I
He's in
wake
the
up
Finley.
like
He doesn't feel
when I wake up like hungover, you know, I drank like 18 Coronas and ran an entire like can of Velos through my face the night before, and I have that like, I don't know if I can see straight today, like headache. I think like, what the f- is it like waking up from like a fentanyl stupor? What is that, dude?
Takes a couple days.
Like you've been bent over at the
Yeah.
waist for 4 hours on the side
your
of the
hamstrings
street.
are flexible as a mother.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Like,
that much.
what is
Even
that, dude?
stretching it out, bro.
Just leaning.
Oh, it's got to be bad.
Some
It's gotta be
other
bad,
bum is
bad.
taking advantage of you in the meantime.
Yeah, your butthole hurts and your wallet's
Dirty
gone.
Mike and the boys.
Hell yeah, thanks to the F Shack. We call it a soup kitchen.
Daddy? Yeah, I was gonna say like one of the most poignant things I've heard in like the last year, maybe in my life, was when Nick was on the show and he was like, "All sin feels like heaven until you try to quit," something like that.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Freedom, all sin
Yeah.
feels like freedom until you try to quit.
That's true.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's so true.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily just like the sin. It's like those immediate desires, like giving into those little like you know it's not good for you. Whether it's like, I wouldn't classify nicotine as a sin. It's not good for you.
It's not good for me.
Anything can become a sin if you let it.
Right. Well, I mean, that falls into, what is that? Gluttony? Almost?
I don't just mean
Or
gluttony.
lust.
I mean, you can literally be the most church-going person in the world. But the point, we were just talking about this at church the other day, like if you let that be, say your kids, right? There's a very wholesome desire that you have to steward your children into the best place that they can be. That can very quickly turn into, that's your entire identity. Mm-hmm. And you lean on them for the way that you are emotionally set in the world. And that can very quickly become something that isn't what it's supposed to be. And the same thing can happen with literally anything. And that's just one of the things you always want to be vigilant about.
The parent one is that's a good topic. It's the parents that define themselves through their kids' accomplishments and accolades, and they like push them down these roads that
and it's not just
it's the cheer
not
moms,
just the
it's
sports
beauty pageant
accolades.
moms,
And I think women are more subjected to this than men, just as a general statement. But yeah, I mean,
Well, they kind of put more into their kids.
well,
than us,
right.
yeah.
I mean, this thing grows out of your womb.
Transforms your body.
Yeah, and it's birthed into the world. And for the first 18 months, this thing cannot do anything without you.
They're completely
So you
helpless.
develop this constant concern for it, and that can turn into something that's unhealthy later on. And I've had to have conversations with my wife about this too, and just say, hey, look, our job isn't to constantly be looking after these kids. Our job is to steward them and to turn them into competent, capable adults as quickly as possible, so that they can then go out into the world and do whatever it is that God has in store for them and what their purpose is.
Right.
That's our purpose in this particular thing.
You have to let them figure out the world via experiment.
Yes,
which means
let
broken
them-
bones and
Let
stitches.
them
and
scrape their knees.
no
let
mom
them-
wants to hear that.
No.
That's
No.
why dads exist.
Right.
The amount of bones I broke.
I mean, there's some women who get that and are good with it, but by and large, if you're generalizing, that's definitely the case.
Wes finally gave me a time.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Are you done with your phone now?
It was Wes.
All right, last point, and then we're going to the after show.
Okay, give me something you're grateful for, boys. Let's finish it strong.
Oh, I'll finish it strong.
Hell
man.
yeah, brother.
You guys.
Aw.
Do we need to group?
No,
need
it
to-
doesn't
do
gotta
we
be
need
like
to
that, but
kiss?
like, I'm pretty.
He didn't want
open.
me to. When I met him in Las Vegas,
Bagus.
I said, "Do you need a hug?" And that's exactly what he said. He said, "No."
Okay. A whole group of everyone down here constantly hugging everybody all the time. The only person that's more
Rich hates
uncomfortable
it
is
too.
Rich.
Yeah.
And because he's so uncomfortable with it, I love it.
I just want to hug you, Rich.
No, but I quit drinking like 6 years ago, something like that. I finally just like learned that hard lesson. Like I just realized like I just don't want to keep learning this lesson over and over again. Like I have a belief in life that a successful person, like a good person, learns the lesson the first time. And for like 99% of the stupid I've done in my life, I've hit some wall and gone, and like for whatever reason, drinking is just one that I just cycle the same thing again. And I pissed you guys off when we went and filmed the other week because I got wrecked playing golf because I don't know how to. I don't do. Nolan was like, why don't you just have like a beer or two and you feel good and then like you're done. Like,
Yeah.
that's not what drinking is. Like, but like you guys were like legit friends. You guys weren't yes men. You didn't ignore it. You didn't just grumble about it on the side. Like you both independently confronted me on it. And like, you're right. Like it's been a demon in my past and I just spent the last 6 months like letting it back into my world thinking that it was different and it's not.
No, then good. And
It sucks. I would love to get wrecked with you guys
Yeah.
right now. Like
everyone, and we're not getting wrecked. I mean, we're just.
No, I get pretty tore up when we film these.
I'll just give you a little anecdote. I was dealing with something like that, and it was mostly about the nicotine, and there's this passage in Hebrews, and it says,
Hell yeah.
if you are the ground and the water runs over you, and what you produce is thorn, well then the only thing that's going to happen to you is it's going to be cut and you're going to be burned, and then the right seeds will take your place, and those will produce vegetation that's useful to whoever is tilling the ground.
Sure.
And it's just a good metaphor. It's like if you're given an opportunity and then what you produce is thorns, well then that's that's
not
just
useful.
life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think I don't want people in my life that aren't gonna call me out. I want to be surrounded by people that are better at things than me. Anytime I feel like I've gotten to a point where I'm like very comfortable and confident in the room, I immediately start looking for another room.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take the people that I know that I've gotten to this point with and dump them. But like, okay,
Right.
like you guys have helped me build and grow, and now we're all kind of on the same level.
Yeah.
What's the next rung of this ladder? Like I have no idea how to stand on a ladder. It blows my mind that people will get
3
like
points of contact.
Yep.
yeah, people will get a job at McDonald's cooking fries and they're just there for 10 years. Like, what are you
I mean,
doing?
look, there's some times where that's good for that person.
Tackett is single-handedly keeping them in.
Yeah, when you see like a mentally handicapped guy like taking tickets at the movie theater, and he's
just-
like a super nerd about Star Wars and he gets behind the scenes stuff. That dude's living a great life.
There's a lot of things in these sort of inspirational kind of messages that say your ambition has to be this and it has to be that, and you can become a slave to your ambitions
Yep.
very quickly. So I just mean to, that's all I mean to say. And I understand what you're saying, and if you're talented and capable and able and you're not going up, well then, yeah, you're doing yourself a disservice.
I just don't want to
100%.
look back and be like, oh, I could, it's the thing that eats a hole in me is special forces in the military. Because like looking back on my mentality and how I ran soldiers, the way that I treated physical fitness stuff, like the entire time I just thought like, because I was on 101st around the 5th group guys, and you'd see them in the PX and stuff, and they're my age now, except they're all 6'3", and they're 260 pounds, and they've got basketballs on their shoulders, and like every time I would see those dudes, I'd think like, oh, it's not me. I could never do that, and I never tried it. And like looking back, knowing a bunch of those guys from the community now, like having developed relationships and friendships with them, the amount of them that have been like, why didn't you ever try out? And I was like, oh, I just didn't believe in myself. I don't ever want to look back on something like that. Because I would have loved it. Now that I know what that job set was and what that world was, I would have loved it. I would have excelled in it. And
gotta go with your
I dropped
gut.
the ball on it.
And
You know?
one of the things too that I think is super important for a lot of people to understand too is like you don't necessarily have to. You should always keep progressing in life. You should always do that. But if you're happy with where you're at, like for example, we'll take the movie theater guy, right?
Yeah.
If you're okay working at the movie theater and that's your job, and then that allows you to then outside of your job do the things that you're most passionate about and that you love the most, and that's a fulfilling life to you.
Yes.
Live it and don't go, oh, I need to chase a better job and I need to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that.
No, I know you're not.
Yeah.
I know you're not. But like, it's okay to do that. It's okay to be like, hey, I've got a 9 to 5.
But don't lie to yourself.
Right.
And if you know that your ambitions are elsewhere and you know that your talents are more useful somewhere else,
Chase it.
then you have to chase it. Otherwise, you won't find joy. You won't find happiness.
You'll grow a lot of resentment for people that are.
Yes.
You'll decide that people above you are holding you down and preventing you from doing something. And like, dude, no, it's not. We had a great comment on last week's episode on Pepperbox that I read today, where this guy was saying that he appreciated some of our comments about like small business stuff.
Yeah.
And that he really wants to start a small business doing leather work, but he doesn't have the money to like start the business.
Oh, I just saw that too.
Yeah, and I just like really quickly was like, you don't need any money to start anything,
Brother,
You just start it. I was able to grow my entire Instagram, which is, I don't have a crazy social media following, but
But that's how you start.
I started with no money in the most toxic relationship you could be in with no help, and I managed to just get the ammo that I needed from the internet, and I got guns from the internet, and like you just start down that road.
I'll tell you
the
too-
Jordan Peterson thing. Aim at something, and the rest of it will figure itself out on the way.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
how far along you are in leather work, but get a X-Acto knife, get a cut mat, get some leather, and just start working.
Literally
And
make
you
the most simple
you can
leather
get,
bracelets.
you can get free leather sometimes from leatherworks places that just have scrap.
Yep.
You can get it super cheap from like Goodwill and things like that.
You can buy, there's some shops where you can get like a full, it's not the highest quality hide, but you can get like a full like square for like $50.
Yep.
But you make it some just real simple, like just rectangle
In
thin.
my wallet. Yeah.
Just some thin like leather bracelets and just
sell
sell them at a. So I sold T-shirts in a.
You
grocery
go to
store parking lot.
Paris and then you force yourself onto tourists and you tie them on their wrists.
Why
and
didn't
then
I
you
think
charge
about
them
that?
money.
That's super smart.
Yeah.
That's
the
super
way.
smart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
But like also, something I kind of wanted to put in the comment was like, it's too much to type. Like the amount of times that I've looked around my house and been like, I have this idea, I believe in myself, I've got a proven track record with this thing.
Yeah.
I don't have the money to invest. I would walk around my house and figure out what I could pawn.
Yeah.
Like I have taken
done
TVs and
that.
guns and like shit that I enjoyed parts of my life and been like, the gamble that I'm gonna make is I'm gonna give this thing up for now.
Yeah.
And
And
I
I'll
know
get
that
it
I'm
back
gonna
later.
make my profit back to not just get the thing. And I don't mean like pawn it and then go back and get it from the pawn shop. Like I know 5 years from now I'm gonna fix my gun collection.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to sell guns and do what I had to like finish the adoption for my kid and keep the groceries on and like, okay,
Right.
I'll get it back though.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
I think the thing that I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for my boy, my little lad. He's almost 4 months.
Yeah.
And I think the thing, obviously, he's my child, and I'm grateful for him, and he's in good health. But I think he's taught me so much patience, and that
just wait.
dude. I can't even imagine. But the biggest thing he's taught me is I don't have to fix everything right now, because sometimes he's just pissed,
Yep.
and he needs to be pissed,
Yep.
Yeah.
and you're there with him, and he's yelling at you, and then he calms down.
He's gonna be like that till he's 25.
Yep.
And then he'll turn around and go, Mubby.
My bad, dude. I did that with my dad. I looked at him one day and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Was I talking to you about it? Where it was like me and my dad didn't talk for 20 years, and then he like took me to breakfast one day, and he had this whole like buy item list of things that he apologized for. I've never seen my dad cry or be emotional. He did it all directly beside the register, and it was like this kind of well-known restaurant in our hometown, which is not very big. My dad's a well-known guy. Guaranteed there was a shit ton of people in there that knew him. Like he's one of those dudes that goes everywhere and knows everybody, you know?
Yeah.
And he was never someone to be public about anything. So it was this like shocking moment of like, I don't know who the you are. We hug each other in the parking lot, and he like goes limp in my arms, like fully just like balls in my arms. So when my life explodes, he's the first person that I call. And I was like, I need to understand you and mom. And he just chuckles on the phone and goes, you haven't figured this out yet? And just explains to me I'm not gonna like slam on my mom too hard on here, but she is not mentally well. Gives me the whole rundown, and that was my moment of going,
Oh.
I understand why you were so angry when I was a kid.
Yeah.
All of the things that I held against you and made us not talk to each other for 20 years.
Yeah.
I get it.
I'm
And
sorry.
I don't have anything to
Yeah.
say. Like I've got no good words to be like, I know that I'm about to load my truck up and drive to California and not be in the same state with my kid and not see my kid, and I don't know how to breathe because of it. And I kept you from hanging out with me for 20 years.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sorry. Like the wound that I gave you,
Yeah.
I can't fix it, Pop. Like,
Yeah.
and it just was like, that's all right. You know, like,
I can't wait to see you in 20 years.
oh, I'll show you a picture of my dad. We're dead ringers. I mean, we're dead ringers. We're identical people. It's crazy. My facial hair is even starting to like fill in like his did, dude. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's the weirdest thing in the world. When I started getting older, my hands started getting older. I remembered my dad's hands,
Yeah.
and I hated him so much. And I would look down at my hands and be like, I hate my dad. Working on a computer like, fuck you, Dad. Like,
I hate my dad.
I told him when I talked to him on the phone, though, I was like, I need you to understand, like, the level of, like, hatred that I had for you motivated so much success in my life. Physical stuff, mental stuff. Like, the Army could not break me because every time it started to, I'd be like, oh, my dad. Like, I can do more. Like, him, you know? Anyways, I'm
You
sorry.
gonna close us out with something
Yeah.
you're grateful for?
I just drug
yes.
us down the road for another 30 minutes.
Honestly, I'm grateful for my health. That's a big thing,
That is
especially
huge.
especially as you get older. Man, I have a ton of blessings, and I'm just grateful for the opportunity to steward them. Like that is the greatest honor that I have, I think. Yeah. So
Beautiful.
Could have said us, but
Yeah,
that's,
well.
you're a part of that.
that's fine.
Jake hates us.
And I hate dogs.
And he hates dogs.
All right, if you'd like to catch the Patreon exclusive after show, you know where to find it.
What?
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 Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get out!
Go! Chase, get in here!
Failed you, my sons. Holy sh! I can't believe I said Patreon.
We'll never have a Patreon.
I don't know how to come back from this. Can you do it?
Next episode, Jake is gone. If you want to catch us on the Pepperbox exclusive after show.
My own platform.
God.
Just people say it so much that I just f it up.
You can find us there with hundreds of exclusives
Thank you,
from
Nolan.
different creators, your favorite creators, and we'll see you there. And
So embarrassing. And wow, are we glad you came? That was so embarrassing.